Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing okay. Welcome back. I um, hope everyone's doing great, I guess, is what I want to say. Today, we're going to be doing something familiar for me, and it's called struggling with ephemera. Now, why do I say struggling? Because sometimes I have a hard time doing it. Excuse me one second, please. Oh, my goodness. So I have most of the stuff out. I was cleaning my desk and then I had to step away because I had to take care of some business. But here we are. We are working from a semi cleaned desk. I think I told y'all this last week. No. I moved some stuff around. Yeah, I moved some stuff around. I also moved some more stuff around. So yeah, we in trouble. Good morning, Heather. How you doing today? Hopefully well. So this is what we're going to be doing. I have almost everything out. Now, I forgot one thing, which is the tape. Okay. The tape meaning washi tape. But let's go ahead and pull out what we have so far. We have some already ephemera. I pull out some different washi tape. I'm not sure if y'all have seen all those haul videos from Timu, but I got some tape from there. I got cards, and I got these little things right here, and some more ephemera. And I did not get a chance to go to my car and get something else out, but that's okay. No biggie. And then we have ink. I just need one thing from under this stack of junk. Let me know if you can hear me okay or not. If I need to turn up or turn down my volume. So today I don't plan on being on. I'm 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 doing good, Heather. I give me 1 second to rattle in this bag. I was sitting here thinking about what we will be doing today, and I have a itch that needs to be scratched, and it's called jewelry, some beads. I have been on the fence about not buying any more bead stuff. Like how you and Samara talking about y'all ain't gonna buy no more paper. hmm Okay, thank you so much. But I really want to buy some beads, but I don't bead fast enough for that. So I got this from Timu. It was like under $1. I thought it was really cute. I'll show you. I was gonna do a haul video and then something happened to the video, like doing recording, and that was just a sign that I did not need to do it. It's this much on, so it's not a bunch, but it's enough for what we're gonna do. And the thing I like about this particular tape is that it is really long. So let's see, we're looking for this circle, right? Look how long it goes before it repeats. Like a whole 12 inches before it repeats. So if you're into washi tape, I know I talk a lot of crap about washi tape, and it's not going to change because washi tape is crap sometimes, how it's supposed to stick and it doesn't. So yeah. And we're going to be using, I think we're going to use the Versifine. Yeah, it was like 60 cents. Real cheap, real inexpensive. And Timu has free shipping right now and a 30% off deal. And then I found this at the thrift store for $2. But I think they had green half off that day. But I was like, these pages would be great for us to do stuff with it. Even it has lines in there. So one thing I have always wanted to try to get into is an art journal. And so I've been going to a few stores trying to find some of these books to stamp in and color or just express myself. And the bad part is I get embarrassed with self-expression when it comes to my art. I just knocked over a pile of stuff. That's not good. Let me check that out first, please. Ooh, that's not good. So I have a bookcase that I'm going to convert from a bookcase to a semi bookcase with craft supplies on it. And I have been contemplating what I wanted to do with the books. The thing is, I haven't read any books from the bookcase in a long time, but I wanted to be that person that was quote unquote well read. And what that means is if you've ever watched any of these fancy movies, you go into it's usually the killer's house too. He or she will have a humongous library and they have lots of books on it. And the person will go over and they'll pick up a book and they'll be like, I don't know, Dr. Seuss, huh? Dr. Seuss, did you read the one about the blah, 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 blah? And that's the detective talking to the killer, and the killer's like, yes. Such a disappointing plot. Good morning, Aircrafty. How you doing today? Hopefully well. Nonetheless, I wanted to be that person, not the killer per se, but the person. Anyway, with a lot of books. I don't need that. Not that I'm all digital and I believe in a lot of digital stuff. I just don't need it. So I need to figure out if I'm going to take the books to Half Price Bookstore. That's a place here where I live, and they give you, if I took in 500 books, I would probably get 50 cents for it. Or if I want to donate it somewhere, I just don't know where I would donate it. It is a few books that I would like to keep just because I want to keep that. When I took Black History, it was one of the hardest classes I ever took in my life. And I thought I'd have it easy. Nope. Um, it was a bit of a struggle. So we're going to be using this. I don't, no, no, no. We may use this lady, these colors, these images right here. So what I thought we would do first is I want to do it on these cards. I'm sure I got this from the thrift store because I would normally buy stuff like this. It just isn't in my, oh, let's buy some stuff like this. And I thought what we would do is cut this down. We're not going to be fancy. It's a layering piece for a reason. And then we'll make a few, maybe 4 or 5 together. I figure it's going to take us a bit to do it anyway. So I'm not sure. I do want to tell y'all something. I cannot believe we are in November. I've been sitting here thinking, reflecting on the year. As far as crafting, I don't feel like I've done enough. So I'm sitting here thinking, I have a calendar that I started working on. Liz, you remember when I asked you about the stuff that we were supposed to be doing? So anyway, look, I have a calendar that I printed out a couple of months ago. So I know for a fact that we're still going to be doing jewelry collab, right? The jewelry collab. And then I was like, I need to do some other stuff, but I haven't. So I don't know if, and I talked to Wonder Dream about the 3 on the 3rd. And she said yes, but no, but maybe it won't. It may not be Christmas cards, which is fine. I'll still do it. And then I'm not sure if the 10 on the 10th is still going. And then I have my own collabs. Yeah, mine is still blank too because I feel like this would make it easier for me to see, right? So yeah. Anyway, hi foster mom. Yeah, okay. So yeah, and then I had wrote. I don't want to, I had wrote all of these things down because my goal is to become monetized. Just so you all know. So the thing about monetization is if you don't create, people don't watch. Even if you don't have your subscribers watching and things like that. And I do want to talk about something. I don't plan on changing my formula. And what does that mean? I'm still going to be me, the same silly, crazy, ha 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 person that you have grown to tolerate. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Let's skip the whole thing and talk about cooking. So yesterday, right? I'm cleaning up and I had bought some meat last week. Meat is so expensive here. Food in general is expensive. The only thing that's not expensive that I've noticed is like cleaning supplies. So you can have an empty belly but a clean house, right? Anyway, and not all cleaning supplies, just some cleaning supplies. So I have been wanting some chili, like that good chili, like your mama makes or your grandma or your uncle, whoever is the chili maker. I am not the chili maker in my house, right? Harmel usually does the chili for us in hot dogs or wolf. But anyway, so we got two right here, and I think we can stretch one out of here. Um, I had brought some ground turkey because we don't eat beef or pork. Ground turkey and some turkey chops and some chicken. So in my head, I'm like, if we get if we get turkey, if I make chili, we'll have leftovers for baked potatoes. So I never bought the baked potatoes and I never made the chili, but I made it yesterday and my son was like, it's nasty. He didn't like it. We're gonna go ahead and tear a page out of this right here. He did not like it. Good morning, Samara. I was just talking about you. Bad. I had said it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't good, but it definitely wasn't bad. I was just saying that I want some beads. Oh wow. I want to buy some beads, but I'm like you. I told Heather, I said I'm like you and Samara with this not buying paper situation. That's all. It wasn't bad. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take this lady. You all know I'm partial to anything that says Paris on it, and I like all of this stuff already on here. I don't know if this is a Stampin' Up um thing. It does say Stampin' Up. I have so many stamps I need to get rid of. So anyway, it wasn't like, oh yeah, talking, trash. Um the fragrance lingers in the hand that gives the rose. Ooh. Friendship. We'll do both of these. Let's just go ahead and move this out the way. Um so yeah, uh I make the chili, but I make it bootleg, I suppose. So I make the chili and then I put it in a crock pot because of crock pot chili, but it doesn't taste like it. Ask Heather. That's what I said. It wasn't like chili chili. It was more turkey chili. So it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that beef or pork flavor. And I had told the big room, I was like, I don't know how I like it because it didn't taste chili chili right. And I was like, I think it's because it doesn't have the beef or pork flavor to it. Popping in and say good morning before I hop on my. Oh, good morning, Chocolate City Sim. I hope you have an amazing day um, at work. I mean, work is such a party, a buzzkill, right? Um, so we're gonna do this one first, and it should stamp out pretty good. And if it doesn't, we're not gonna be upset about it. Um, so, and this is the gray one. So I make the food, right? Put it in the crock pot, and I go back to my day about cleaning and all this other stuff. So that's a nice image. This would be a cute image. I need to find it. I have some stamp die stamp shapes. This would be really cool for that. My son gets home, he eats it, and you know what this little turd says? I don't like it. It doesn't taste like chili. It doesn't taste like the canned chili. Is really what he's saying. Was my feelings hurt? No. I have got to that point of either you gonna eat it or you won't have nothing. All right, so we got that. I do need you all to know how much I have been resisting going into Hobby Lobby and buying junk. I haven't been resisting. Uh, I'm going to just tell you right now, Hobby Lobby last week had Christmas stuff 60% off. Hobby Lobby rarely does that before Christmas. So I bought some stuff. I sure did. I bought a lot of some stuffs actually. So now I'm just going to make it look a little bit more vintagey. I'm hoping to have my desk switched out before the end of the week. So I can have my desk not shake anymore. I'm going to go back to my other desk that I had last year at the beginning of the year or 2019. It doesn't work in my craft room, but it works in this space perfectly because I need more space, even though I know Liz, I corner myself in. I know. All right, so that was Rusty Hinge, Heather, and I have not bought any of that. Um, no new Tim Holtz stuff. Not, I haven't looked on it. Didn't make it to High Blood. Oh, you didn't. I think it's still on sale. Let me check right quick. And did I show y'all my baby from Halloween? I think I did. You can't really see him that well, but yeah, I think I showed. I showed you. Let's see. We're gonna go to Hobby Lobby real quick on my phone. So I don't know if I should tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all. It's crazy. I went to the doctor yesterday, the lady doctor, right, for a follow. Yeah, see. Let's see. What does it say? It says home decor, fall stuff 75% off. So that's really good. Like, are we skipping Thanksgiving? So we did Halloween and now it's straight up Christmas. So yes, says, oh, does not include needle art candy. Let's see, 60% off, 60% off. Yeah, Christmas craft 60% off. So if you get it there to go this week, it's off. Also, I want to tell y'all something. If you've noticed, Paper Studio is no longer 50% off. It's 40% off. But they have some ephemera that's 4.99, 50%, 40% off. It's still really good because it's like those Tim Hopes packs, but it's called Paper Studio. I recommend it only because I think it's a good deal. I do. All right, so we're gonna take this one. Yeah, I need to go to Joanne Fabric too. I want to see their jewelry stuff. I want to get some skulls. I don't need it, so it's not like it's a primary thing. And I need some more of these little ink majigs, distress ink. I need to check to see because some of the ones that I like a lot, I don't mind, buying it. But some of the ones that I could you can leave is not important. Are we enabling always? Because I don't stream on Fridays anymore. So yes, I have to enable you when I can. And we're gonna leave this. I want to leave this free. So we're gonna put this on this back. Now, what I do recommend, and I'm not doing it because I don't have it, is that you get some what is that word? Sandpaper, and just do a light sanding so you can put your paper on top. But today we're gonna just go with Aileen. She never fails me. Very inexpensive. They sell this at the $1.25 store. And also, if you go to Michael's, some of these stores, Michael's, Target, some it's a Target. They have this Walmart. If you do the math, you can see which one is cheaper. But I want to say that Hobby Michael's has one, maybe a little bit smaller for $1.99, which is a good deal in my opinion. And if they have use that little raggedy coupon that they have, the 20% off one. The pandemic has done crafters in for sure because it used to be a lot better at Michael's. But Michael's has always been flaky with their coupons. I remember when I guess they got on, people were doing too many sharing their projects. And they used to do those everyday values, and the everyday value didn't count towards the coupon because it was already quote unquote discounted. And then people started complaining, and I was just like, oh, well, it is going to be like that because it is Michael's, right? All right, so when this lady is not even important to us, just so we are clear, I'm going to use this tape because I like postage. Yes. What are we going to be using this ephemera for? Heck, if I know. Yeah, them raggedy coupons. I'm surprised Hobby Lobby haven't broke the coupons back. But listen, Samara, especially for you and Liz and Heather when you come in December. This is not Hobby Lobbies that I'm showing you, but these used to be $3. Now they're $1.25 or $1.50. Get it, get it. Look at the prices because they're different. I would get it. I definitely recommend that from Hobby Lobby because it's good tape. It's good tape. So I'm not buying a bunch of new craft supplies, but I am buying tools, craft tools, and I consider this to be a tool. This is a tool. This is a tool. Um, Stamps, you know, the inks and stuff like that. The paper. I mean, you can consider them all tools, but I consider that to be like for real, no nonsense, a tool. All right, so I think this is good. I just folded this over. I want to cut this. I did not pull out my decorative scissors, unfortunately. Yep, Heather. So I had asked Wonder and Dreamer 555. You know why I never say her name? Because she never says her name. She's like, hey, y'all, right? She never says her name. So I feel like it's not my responsibility to say it. It wouldn't be appropriate. I know that sounds crazy, but nonetheless, I'm very big on that kind of stuff. Girl, let's go. Send me some pictures. Now, I do want to tell y'all that Barry Crafty sent me a one. Was it three pictures? I think it was three little raggedy pictures. Hey, Deb. How's it going? Hopefully, well. We're over here making some ephemera for what I don't know. So I did tear this one too big. The next one we'll tear a little bit smaller, and of course we could tear it and make it look more vintagey. Um, Raggedy what? Coupons? Come on. If you of all people should know. All right, so look, this is a flashback to when prices were good. So 2018, and this is Farmhouse, and we're gonna just use. Oh, let me get my tags. I got some little tags over there. We're gonna just pull out some random stuff and go here. Maybe this little postage thing right here. And I gotta get the Tim Host thing up real quick. Deb, I hope you're doing great. I've been thinking about you because I need to send you an email. I was like, hopefully she won't be like, Brandy, you said you were gonna email me. Sometimes I really don't know if I'm coming or going when I'm doing certain things. Cause the other day I had did something. I was like, why did you do that? Cause that was not the intent. But I'm gonna send it to you today. Like I said, I was gonna do 50 years ago. All right, so I am just gonna pull this one out. So it's a few local craft stores, right? Places that sell items. They call them different types of things. So this person had went to Hobby Lobby and bought all of the because not this particular one, but Tim Holtz. They had marked Tim Holtz down. Lady, have you seen the new hot buys from Christmas and the raggedy 24 sheets of paper they're giving us now? Just back from voting. I did a craft for Saturday. Oh, you did a craft fast Saturday? Oh, Deb. I so full disclosure, I am not getting notifications, but when I see them, like I'm gonna go back and watch it. So I gotta go check and see. Yay for voting. I'm gonna get to the polls today. Yeah. So she had bought up all of the all of the stuff that was discounted 75% off. So you know how you can tell is Hobby Lobby will put a line through the price, right? They put a line through the price and then they reprice it. So normally the line through it used to be 75% off. Currently it's 40%. And I think it's because the paper shortage, the pulp shortage. So that's why the paper is up. And that's probably why they only giving us 24 sheets of paper list. Um, but she had all they had some beautiful Christmas ribbon recently. Anyway, it was half off, and like say if the price was 7.99, she put it down to like 5.99. And normally if it's half off of the price I would buy it, but I was like, I know your tactics, ma'am. No, no, no. No, 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 no. We're not doing that today. All right, so I need some words besides the ones I'm speaking. Let's see. This would have been cute, flower lady. I don't know. So yeah, yay for voting. Liz, I looked at the Christmas packets at Michael's. When did I go? Was it last week? I didn't buy anything. I think I had to use the restroom. And I feel like Michael's is probably one of the better places to go potty when you're out when you're out and about. So that's what I did. Have time. Have the time of your life, okay? Some of these are just lame. A pulp shortage. So the pulp that they use to make paper with, yeah. So that's why Hobby Lobby is no longer at 50% off for Paper Studio. It's 40% off. So that's why I'm telling y'all, stop being stingy with your coins. Go to Hobby Lobby and get the paper that they have in the Christmas section that's 60% off right now. I've never seen Hobby Lobby do that before, ever, 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 ever before Christmas. Never. Not once. I just said never, ever. Never have I ever seen it. These some stickers. Wait a minute. These are stickers. Okay, I shouldn't take this off. Yeah, yeah. I'm a bit salty about voting. Mr. Santa Claus didn't make it. Uh-oh. Right, Barry. It's not our fault it's a paper shortage. I know it's not my fault. I don't have a whole bunch of paper. What you see is all I have. I said that with a straight face. Ooh, that's sad. So I'm not up on who Mr. Santa Claus is. Because I don't watch the news. I mean, yeah, that's depressing for me. I'm gonna take out a few of these. Also, these used to be a dollar at the Dollar Tree. I had bought some from another spot that was like a dollar 20 something, and now they're a dollar 25 at the Dollar Tree, and now I don't want to buy them. Don't look at me like that. Don't. Can I? No. So back to the doctor. I went to the doctor yesterday. The lady doctor, right? It's a follow up from a previous appointment, and she says to me, "How's the medication working?" I said, "It's not." And she's like, "What happened?" I said, "They never sent it to me." Yep. So we got to start that back up. Just gonna go ahead and do this. Listen, Lindas. Okay. Um, Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Okay. First of all, if you don't want to spend your money, don't spend your money. Okay. Second of all, look, I bought this 50,000 years ago. 21 sheets of paper at 5.49. I mean 21.99 at 5.49. If you don't get it when you see it, even if you don't use it right away, although all these are really pretty flowers and I can make a book or something, you going to miss out. And you probably like I'm not going to miss out if I ain't need it, and you're right. Don't buy it. But you all like paper. I say spend it. At least buy a couple of packs of paper. At Hobby Lobby 60% off. Come on. Come on now. Let's put this little butterfly right here. Rub this in. Okay. That's horrible. I hope they sent. No, no, Barry. I I waited in line to get them. The last time I waited, it was an hour. This time it was like 20 minutes to spend my money. Hmm. So for crafting stuff, I never I only spend my money because I don't want to hear your mouth. Not your mouth, the big roommate's mouth. Um, but if it's something that I don't want to pay for, I'll be like, can I saw this thing I wanted. And that's what I'll say. Like, I've been talking about is that too plain? Do we need some more stuff? The layering queen is here, Bear Crafty, so she can definitely tell me if I went too minimalistic. So next time I think I'll just glue this on, right? And then tear, like I said earlier. All right, so let's do that real quick. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to me. I'd be asking, is that not enough? Although I don't think 50,000 pounds of layering is fun just because I feel like it's a waste of paper supplies. And we have a pulp shortage. So, also, I've noticed that around the holidays, they get skimpy. But with the pulp shortage, it's probably going to even be skimpy, especially at Michael's because, Michael's is, they're wonderful. So, we're just going to burnish this down. Watching you craft is very therapeutic. Oh, thank you so very much, Liz. I mean, very crafty. I appreciate that. So just gonna rub all of that in, and now rub it again on this side and tear. Yeah, it look kind of raggedy, right? Look, not like the coupons, but purposefully raggedy. People, well, myself included, when I didn't know any better, I would pay full price at Michael's. So you got some of those people that do that. I need inspiration today. I have to make my 10 on the 10th and then on the 11th. Be able to post this month. Notice how to do so. Well, Deb, I'm going to tell you something. Let me. I'm. I'm not very good at being inspirational, but I hope that being here can give you some joy. Get your circle hole punch, right? So look, let's do this together. Let's see how it's gonna work out first. Let's see if I can still keep our friendship. So this is for embellishments. Get you a thicker sheet of paper because this is thin. Get you a funny looking stamp with all the mixed media crap on there. Use a moist ink pad. Well, I'm not sure what Deb is going through, but Bearcraft, you've been, lifing. We all have been lifing, so I can't negate what Deb may be going through. But I think sometimes we all expect too much perfection from ourselves in crafting, and it doesn't have to be that way. All right. So let this dry. This is almost done. Color these flowers in if you like with a marker. Let's do that real quick. I got markers over here. Oh my goodness. I have a marker review coming up from like 10 years ago. Not really 10, but it's been a minute. Um so this hopefully don't run too much. These are just some cheapo markers. $3. They're not the greatest, just so y'all know. But if you need like a filler in, um, I'm going through wanting to concentrate on jewelry and not the paper crafting, but I need to use my supplies up. So Deb. Me too. But see, you are amazing. You're an immaculate. Is that a good word? I like immaculate better than amazing. But I mean, I love watching all your videos. But if you have a jewelry video or even a haul, like if I'm driving, I'm like, oh, Dairy Designs just posted a haul video. Let me press play now and I'll listen to it and I'll watch it. Just because you're so informative for me that I love it. Like when it comes to any of the people that make their jewelry videos, I like to watch them as soon as they post. I don't always get a chance to write, and sometimes if life is like kicking my butt, I can't do all of that. So, but normally I'm like, ooh, craft, jewelry, ooh, I love it. I'm much more into jewelry making than it seems. So okay, so we got this little piece right here, and it says thanks, and we're just gonna make it a little bit, grunged up some. Let's get this rusty hinge going. And then it don't even have to be grungy, but we need this to fit on our card because someone decided, oh yeah, the big cards would be better than the little cards. Oh, I'll be recording the bargain bead box for real. Ooh. Because Deb, you did a haul. Was it a haul video? And I was like, I want to go buy some beads. That's how I ended up in daggone one of these craft stores buying beads because of you. I'm not I take ownership of my crazy stuff. I'll be there to watch. I love it. But now I was thinking about making a video, a no talking video, just a semi ASMR sorting video because I love to sort. And I think a lot of people like just hearing the beads rustle and shuffle. But Liz, excuse me, Bearcraft and I had this conversation. And I was like, it's a bit on the weird side. All right, so we got this. You don't If you have a solid sheet of paper, you don't even have to do that, right? So we're just gonna see. So we've done minimal things right now, and I'm not sure how many embellishments you're trying to make. You can also do some bead embellishments like for charms, like a dangle charm. Yeah, so we were doing an ASMR one, and this lady, because I told Bear Crafty, I say, see, this is why I wouldn't want to do ASMR because the lady, it just didn't sound appropriate. That's all I'm gonna say and leave it at that. And so I actually kind of stopped watching ASMR. I used to watch this lady do makeup and she did ASMR, but I was more interested in her doing her makeup versus the ASMR portion of the show if you think about it like that. But she stopped. She was like, YouTube don't pay the bills. I was like, I hear you. I get that. All right, so we done this. So we did some coloring. This probably needs to be done a little bit better. We're gonna get to use this later on. Let's put some tropical stuff on here. I don't even know where these came from, but it's pretty good on here. And we're gonna put it on this opposite side. This is a pretty, what is this, a daisy? Dandelion? Y'all know I don't know anything about flowers properly. Okay. So you say hall, and everybody talking about enabler. Deb is one of the sneakiest enablers I've ever met in my life. She won't say anything, but she'll slickily, that's a new word, slickily slide something in. You're like, where'd that come from? I need that. I think she's one of the other people that got me into daggone can company besides Tuesday morning. Yeah. Okay, Deb. I never I never get mad when y'all enable me because I'm actually going and pressing swiping the card. You aren't. So but apparently when I enable you all, I'm a bad guy. Hmm. Yes. Remember I kept saying, is Can Company out of business because and we're just gonna alternate these two words. I mean two sayings across the bottom of it. I want them to kind of overlap, still not overlapping. All right. Now we just need one thing like right here. So install the shopping has been limited. My debit card got compromised. I got 2 weeks later. What? I'm sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. We need some color, maybe right here. Let's try a sticker. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I prefer PayPal if I can when I'm doing like purchases and things like that. One time we went to not to mention I don't have a husband to use his money to shop. Oh, I love it. I always love someone to supplement my income. Oh, life has been rough though. I use PayPal for all. Yeah, I like PayPal. Not because I feel like they only have our interests at heart when it comes to being a consumer, but also it's just easier. You get a notification instantly. Look at this crafter straight, I swear. So see, this is a nice quick ephemera, right? I mean, it's plain. You can even slap some lines on the back and have the person write on there, or you could put this as a little pocket. It doesn't have to be full on. Wait, Liz, is this okay? It looks so funny. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, giant ATC cards. Yeah. And even still, this can be fun to go in the mail. You can slap another back sheet. What are those? Journaling cards, like a full real journal sheet on the back and be done. And that's why I want to keep the numbers available because you can even write something on here. But yeah. So that's what I had planned on to do today. Making ephemera is one of my most stressful crafts. So that's why I was like, let's tackle this. Let's go for it. Like you're not, even if you want to be corny and put like you're the ace in my heart or something like that, and then you make a little thing on the back. I don't know. Just something different. Yet the same, right? Because all the crafts are pretty much the same. You're using paper, ink, things like that. We're gonna tear this page out. We're gonna use a music sheet this time. And I'm just going straight from the middle. I know a lot of junk journal people like to take the paper and cut it. I like to make sure if my book is this way, I would prefer to have my words go the same way. Normally, I use my Cash App when making purchases off of different. That's a good idea too. I don't have Cash App. I got a message from Cash App one day. This is why I don't use Cash App. I got a message from Cash App saying that my account had been compromised. I don't have a Cash App account. I had one, but I closed it out and I had never attached anything to it. All these online, the only online shady company I kind of respect is Pinterest. For now, not Pinterest, PayPal. So we're gonna just scoot this off a little bit like that because we want the edges to be torn. I had went to just talk about compromising of bank accounts. We had went to my son and I had this was last year sometime. We had went to Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen. Yep, Dairy Queen. Um, to get ice cream because I had promised them ice cream, right? And kids, they can remember everything that you have done wrong, but they can't remember anything that they have done wrong. So I had asked the guy, we got the ice cream or whatever, and I gave him a credit card. And like a day later, somebody was making Amazon online purchases, Amazon, all this stuff. And I felt like Dairy Queen compromised my account. So now I don't go to their Dairy Queen and I really don't mess with Dairy Queen anymore because I feel like that was the instance that So what happens with Cash App is you just create an account and say if someone says, say if you want to buy something from somewhere and they're like, you have a Cash App, and they say, yeah, you just send them the money. It's kind of like PayPal, but more for the younger people. If like young people, you can Cash App them the money. Um, oh, but they have the best pumpkin pie. Ew, disgusting pumpkin. I am not into. So Barry, Bear Crafty, are we having Thanksgiving this year, or is it just Halloween and Christmas? Because I feel like we skipping Thanksgiving. Are we skipping Thanksgiving? And I didn't get the memo. Anyone put up? See, look, she's not in here right now, but Chris, um, one of my local friends, we met through our children, been in the same class. She's put up. I think she has her trees up, not just one, but two. Our tree probably won't go up until after Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the lovely lady. And I love this ink. I love it. I don't know why I love it so much. My Thanksgiving will be just me and my son. Daughter's going to her sister-in-law. My brother decided to just stay home for the year. I'm okay with that. I did the big meal last year. Oh, okay. That's good for you, I suppose. Unless you want to do a big meal. I can always come and eat your food if you want me to. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of put fall away this weekend. Oh my God, I refuse to touch my Christmas stuff until the day of Thanksgiving. All doesn't come. March, Christmas doesn't start here. See, yeah, I thought Christmas started after Thanksgiving, not before Halloween, because now all the stores are like fall sale, clearance. I'm like, fall just got here. Not us rushing Santa Claus to come through. I don't. We not ready for Christmas in this household. That's all I'm gonna say. We not ready. Oh no, I can't put this tape down either. Apparently, just want this year to be over already. My husband said the same thing. My Christmas stays up until because it's my birthday month, and I like lights. Listen, Christmas. I must admit, this year stayed up until after. Did it stay up after December? Yeah. I think after the January 6th, because in Italy they have Bufana the Good Witch, and I think she comes January 6th. So even though I'm not Italian, I just do it until then. Don't ask me why. I don't know. This didn't come out so great, did it? No, I don't think it did. We'll fix it. Sometimes, oh my goodness, why are we doing this like that? Look at that. I did pull out some ribbon and stuff, but I was like, really? You're not into that kind of stuff. Like all the ribbon and stuff. I was like, yeah, because I don't know how to make it look decent. I really just want to play with this tape because, yeah, why not? Uh, I'm going to use this pink, blue. Let's do pink. See if it'll color. Oh boy, game changer. So I want to go to Hobby Lobby and but I don't need to. I do want to go to Joann Fabric though. And my issue is I want to look at the beads. I don't want to get any paper because apparently we're on a paper buy-in freeze, according to Deb, Heather, and Samira. Oh, you like it like that? That's cool. I'm just blowing on it because I don't know how it's gonna stick. How well it's gonna stick. And let's go ahead and I have some flowers, some little flowers that I think I want to layer. But I also was like, let's pull out our Tim Holtz. Let's find our inner Tim, Mr. Holtz. And I can't. I never can find my inner Mr. Holtz. So when Barry Crafty tried to enable me, I went to the daggone store and I saw that they had stuffs on sale, right? They had some clearance. There's a couple of Joanne 15% off coupons. Oh, yes, nice. Joanne's did me dirty. Joanne Fabric did me so dirty. I had got this message from Barry Crafty, like she just put in the chat, and I had said I was going to go online and buy some stuff online. The coupon thing would not work, so I was like, I'll just wait. I waited until it was no longer available to use. Look at me. I blame her though. I said it. This probably would look better in a different color ink. Sounds like something I would do. Yeah, the coupon expired. But it was Joanne Fabric fault more so than, anything else. Let's put this. This is busy. I'm gonna have to do some coloring, I think. Let's do her dress pink as well. I don't have my good markers here. We just had the $3 ones. Not saying that $3 markers can't be amazing. I just can't make them look as amazing as somebody else can make them look. Listen, I know some of y'all do not have Tuesday morning anyway, and it's probably good for you because Tuesday morning is like, listen, open your wallet and let me get all your money. The reason why I say that is because I recently saw some graphic 45 paper and I want to get it. I did not because I didn't want to pay that price for it. Although I've paid that price in the past, I was like, you really don't need graphic 45 paper. Um, but I did get some Bow Bunny paper from there. So although I have a coupon for a free turkey and was going to use it today after voting, turns out the coupon doesn't take, of course. Because probably their other sale that they have going this week will be gone. And it just seemed like you need to do something in conjunction with something else. I hope you get your turkey. I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving. It would be nice to just go to Houston and visit family. I rarely leave my house though because of Nicholas. I don't want to put him in a kennel for a couple of days. I like to I like to have him here and be safe. And plus, I'm not sure if you've ever had like a sick kitten, cat, a pet. It's not the same as having a sick child. It's similar, but you can take your kid with you. You wouldn't just drop them off and be like feed them, unless you're working in their daycare, I suppose. This one's not that pretty to me. I don't think the image came out all the way, but we're gonna make it work. Gonna make it work. I get it, but it's for my daughter because of my other freezers died. Oh Lord, I'm sorry to hear that. Kelly has been. Oh, she's having dental surgery. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is she getting teeth taken out, or is something going on with them at a certain spot? We're gonna use this tropical tape just to match up some of this, and maybe hide some other stuff. Oh no, we already got tape. Let's see. We'll see. Yeah, we're just gonna take a butterfly. Let's get a big butterfly. I'm sorry to hear that. Do they ask you if they want you to resuscitate them if they go? Probably taken out, but they have to clean them first. X-ray before that one. Yeah, of course. Pets cost way more than family. I realized that when Nicholas had to get his anal gland cut out. I was like, that's disgusting, Nicholas. You're nasty. This girl look like she is bad. Look at her. She giving you that look like I don't want to hear your mouth. You know what you've done. I will come for you and your kids in their dreams. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna put some flowers here, just like two, three. Of course, my bad. Yes, ma'am. Three it is. Three it is. I don't know. I like even numbers, I suppose. I suppose. I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna use some hot glue because I bought this gun. I might as well freaking use it, right? I never think about that kind of stuff. Like what if I'm not doing like a hot glue project, I don't think about it. I was gonna torture you all with this again, these flowers. I was like, nah, we'll do poinsettias soon. Because we keeping the same energy that we had. I think I'm gonna do three purple for Halloween for Christmas, right? I mean, some of us already in Christmas. Y'all rushing the year. Like we need to savor every day because we don't know what the heck next year's gonna bring. So we're gonna let this sit there for a few more seconds. I guess it doesn't even do any good for that. Yeah, when you're old like me, savor every day for sure. Yes. So, Deb, we're not gonna disclose how quote unquote old like you are. But last week my son had his child checkup. And then I like to get our flu shots at the same time just so he's not nervous and crying, blah 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 blah. Well, we couldn't get them at the same location, so I ended up having to go to the grocery store. When I got to the grocery store, the little boy behind the counter, and I said little boy because he's like 12 in comparison to how old, I am. And he was like, "How old are you?" And when I said my age, I just felt so old. I was like, "Oh my gosh, how old am I?" Because I just felt really old. It's not ready yet. I just want to try it out. We're going to cover this one up right here. But it's such a wonderful thing to live to see a certain age, right? Like, even if you don't want to be considered the old person or be old, making it to that age is always a blessing. So, told the big roommate, I said, I feel some kind of way being this age, but I'm also happy that I'm this age, if that makes any sense. So, sometimes it's state of mind more so than anything else. Well, you're my age. Well, when you're my age, they start asking you whether you want the strong dose. He's so funny. The strong dose. I was like, huh? I didn't know. So I know for people at a certain age, they have the live virus and then they have the dead virus. So sometimes for people of a certain age, it's better not to get the live virus because you can get sick. But I wouldn't want the live virus either. So for young kids and people of a certain age, older people. So the glue gun is hot now. You never think you're going to be as old as you are until you get to that age. You're like, damn, I'm old. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, excuse me. I know that's how I feel. I'm like, oh, I'm old. Like when I can't stand straight up, like yesterday. So I'm in the area where I'm at right now. Yesterday, and I tell the big room and I said, "Hey," he's like, "Yeah." I said, "If I call you and ask you to help me get off the floor, will you help me?" He's like, "Yeah," because I was sitting on the floor like a bonehead, cleaning, and it never dawned on me that I probably shouldn't be sitting on the floor. I'm just pulling this piece out because You got to have an escape plan to get back up when you sit your behind on the floor like that. Okay, so I think we're gonna just do. I feel like we need something here, and I don't know what. So I'm just going to maybe ink up the edges. Maybe that'll work. So yeah, I don't know. I just I think what's his name? Ed Sheeran. He has a song about growing old. Is it called Baby I? He said, I love you when your legs don't work like they used to, something like that. I think it's Ed Sheeran. I love the song, by the way. But I was like, oh, reality is starting to. Girl, that's where it got my knees cracking and popping. You know what? You sound like a band, right? Because I know and then, so when my mom was here, she would make a lot of groaning sounds getting up and down. She's like, you just keep on living, right? That's what a lot of old people tell young people. You just keep on living. My aunt was here, and my son, when I first moved back to Texas, my aunt was complaining about going up and down the stairs, right? This is our third one. I think it's okay. Um, and my son would mimic her. He'd be like, oh, going up the stairs, right? Oh, oh. Yeah, Tootsie got my legs like this. My knees all messed up. 69 boys, all them people. And so she was like, are you copying me, little boy? And then he would look at her and smile. And now, and I told her, 'cause she used to always complain about the stairs. She's like, why'd you buy a house with stairs? I was like, you helped me pick it out. Like, come on, don't get mad at me. You was like, oh, this is a good house, blah, 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 or whatever. So now when I go up and down the steps, I'm like, oh. And the reason why I said, like old people, because I am there. I am definitely feeling all of the old people signs, symptoms, allergies, all that good stuff. But I'm grateful. I am still grateful, even though it sucks. Aging does suck. I was talking to somebody recently, and they didn't have a clue as to what I was talking about. And I was like, they're a kid. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Of course, they're not going to know because they are a child. What were you thinking having an adult conversation with this kid, right? So we just did all this, messed up the background, and now we're going to take this. I think we're going to be bold. We're going to go with some red just so I can see if it's going to stand out a little bit. Honestly, I didn't feel my age until about 2 years ago. And this year really hit me for some reason. Have a Zoom meeting. Hope I can come back. Okay, ma'am. Enjoy your meeting. Like that's like slapping you in the face. Somebody go to work and have fun. Who going to work and having fun? That's just rude. I take it back. I hope the meeting goes quick. Um, I think Deb, if I may, I'm gonna sit on my doctor's bench right quick. I think the reason why this year is probably hitting you hard is because the last 2 years you've been cooped up in the house and you haven't been doing as much as you used to do, and now you're getting back into doing some of the stuff that you used to do, and now it's kind of like, hmm, my body don't work like it used to work. I think at least that's for me because I can definitely say I was way more active 2 years ago than I am now than I was in the last 2 years. I should say. I don't have my ink cleaner. Yeah, so I think that's more of it. But once you get back into the habit of walking, going out, and doing whatever it is that you do, your Deb stuff, hopefully you can feel that spring in your step, that spry in your eye, that zing in your being. I don't know. I just made that up. I'm just saying, what I'm saying. I don't know. But I feel like that's the thing. Because I was doing something, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have did that like that. But I did it anyway. Like my son for Halloween, the first year we went trick or treating, he was like, Mommy, I'm ready to go home after a couple of houses. This year he was like, I want to go some more. I'm like, my feet hurt. My back hurts. My legs hurt. My everything hurt. The stuff that I didn't even know was hurting was hurting. All right, yeah, look, this is weird too. We're gonna go with it though because weird is okay. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit on the weird side. I think we're gonna make it work. Yeah, so I don't know. I think once we stop trying, maybe that's what happens to us. So as long as she's like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do this. But some days you want to stay in bed. And I think that's the beauty of being an adult, like a for real adult. Not like, oh, I'm 20. I just moved out of mom and dad's house and I can do whatever I want. I mean, you have grown kids, grandkids, you've lived a life of journeyness. Oh, thank you. Listen, this morning I was like, oh, I gotta put on some clothes because I got errands to run after this. So I was like, fine, I'll just put on clothes because normally I drop my son off in my pajamas, and then I come home and decide whether or not I want to be an adult, and then at that point, and then I will change clothes. I walk to pick him up. I park my car outside the campus, and I walk to get him. So that's the only time I actually put on clothes. But if I could walk and pick him up in my pajamas and not feel like I'm being an irresponsible adult, I would. I so would. All right, so let's see. We're gonna go ahead and attempt to put some Tim Ho stuff on here. I just feel like it's not grungy enough. I don't know. No, that's not gonna work. Let's try this one. Is being a real adult is when AF sends weekly emails to you. Yeah. No, being a real adult is when you buy something and you don't think about the thing that you bought. It's all the other stuff that goes with it. Like if you buy a new car, you're like, okay, we got to get gas, insurance, tires. You think about that kind of stuff. So if you are not at that point of thinking about all that, then you still have some time to grow into that adult life. Like if you're like, okay, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna use this flower thing. Not a party. If you're gonna have, yeah, like a get together, you're like, okay, so we're gonna have how many people over? Okay, that's an X amount of food. And then little Billy eats a lot, so we need to make sure that we tell Sarah not to um tell her to give him a little bit of food before they get here because we're only buying this amount of food. Or when you go to the grocery store and you see packs of meat, you're like, okay, I can break this meat down into blah 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 blah. That adulting. Not the kind that the kids do. Like my son. I said, son, we don't have money for that. He was like, no, I said, who's gonna pay for it? He was like, you. I said, well, what money? He's talking about the money in the bank. I said, go away from me, child. Go away from me. Like, he don't get that part. Oh, these some strawberries, berry crafting. Look, strawberries. Joanne fabric, like $1. In that little dollar bin. We're not gonna do that though. Let's see. Yeah, I like it. I bought a little. It's not a cute stamp. It's a cute stamp, but it's not very detailed. It's like a little mouse getting some berries. I was like, ooh, I like that. I haven't did anything with it, but I have a stamp purchasing problem, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Let's not go across. Let's go like a diagonal. We haven't did that yet. I think I have a house mouse stamp. Ooh, we should start. Oh, Deb, we should, but house mouse stresses me out. I don't know why. And I know Grace didn't create House Mouse, the House Mouse collaboration. They had a whole House Mouse thing going. They have a website, not a website, a Facebook page and stuff like that. And they have themes. But I just think about her every time I mess around with my House Mouse. And I don't know if it's because she used to do those hauls or what. I'm not sure if that's what happens when you mess with yours or not, but I always think about her. I always think about her. And I always feel sad because, she was such a fun person and always, she was a big enabler, like a humongous enabler. She let you know when they had house mouse stuff, and she just seemed like a wonderful person. Um, so yeah, I always think about her whenever I mess with my house mouse stamps. It doesn't make me sad enough not to use them, but I'm always like, oh, did she have this one? What would she have done? Blah blah blah. All that crazy stuff that we tend to do to ourselves. We could put this little bee right here. No, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah. Tuesday morning is I hear is yes, that's what I was just talking about. Like I was saying, some of you may not have Tuesday morning, but they want your coins. Tuesday morning's like, listen, we know that Hobby Lobby been putting these things on clearance. We know that. But listen, we are the originator of taking your money, right? Like even the ladies that used to do the holiday, not the holiday, the Tuesday morning, look what they have in the store, they back. Halls and everything. There's a Tuesday morning about 20 minutes from me. I'm somewhere I usually go. But maybe I'll drive there today. Yeah. Now I went to Tuesday morning by my house, which is a 20-minute, 15, 20, about 20 minutes given depending on traffic. And she was like, yeah, we haven't put out our craft stuff yet. I was like, shh, not this again. The lady's like, this is what the sales associate tells me. We have 3 big carts, all kinds of stuff, like storage and blah, 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 blah. We haven't put it out yet. I said, Okay, I'll be back then." I was like, "I'm not coming back because I don't want to get into that mindset that I was in before. I need to go because so and so showed this on her channel, and I just gotta have it. We're not doing it this time. I missed the one closer to me and right near. Yeah. See, no, the only close craft store that I have near me, is a Michael's, and it's about really 10 minutes away, if that. I want to put a wing on here. Maybe I need a smaller one. Just something. So I'm gonna cut this butterfly in half. But this one won't do for what I want it to do. I want it to be a big impact. I guess I could color this in, huh? I don't know. Um, yeah. I don't go to Tuesday morning that often anymore, and I don't want to get back into the habit. But someone, excuse me, was showing where they had punches. And somebody is a sucker for punches. So I was like, "Ooh, I want to go and see what they have. Gotta go and see what they have." And they didn't have any. Not the ones I was looking for. Let's see. I have Michael's and Hobby Lobby about 10 minutes away. And then Joan's about 12 to 15 used to have. Oh, don't even say that word. They see more. Oh, I remember when Blitzy always would be like one of my favorite online stores. Loved it. But then they got bought by AC Moore and it went away. Made me sad. Also, I know a lot of people used to talk about Pack and Tan, but Michael's bought Pack and Tan from my understanding. And you see what they've done with it. Absolutely freaking nothing. Excuse me 1 second. Oh my goodness. Maybe they'll do something though. We'll see. Sometimes it's just get better to eliminate the competition, right? Just get rid of them altogether. No one will ever know that they ever existed, which is kind of sucky. But that's what happens to smaller businesses. Like Michael's is a conglomerate compared to other places. Big glasses new. You know, I wish. I always say this. I wish that Big Lots would sell craft stuff again because Big Lots is the gateway drug to crafting for me. I have some stuff from Big Lots still. I haven't used it yet because I don't know where it's at. It's in the house somewhere, like in a garage. But they have stamps. They have all kinds of craft stuff. All kinds. Had. They don't have it now. So whenever I go there and they have some paper stuff, I'm like, well, let me go check this out. Let me go check this out because they may come back. They may do a 360 for us, right? But it's so funny. Like some of you may remember when KFC sold the barbecue wings, their little barbecue wingettes, I guess you could say, and some of you may not. But every time I go to not every time, a few times I've mentioned it to the people and they just kind of look at me like I'm dumb. I'm like, you know what? You probably wasn't even alive when they used to sell this at KFC. So why am I even discussing it with you? And they always just kind of look at me and smile like she's crazy. I'm not crazy, kiddo. I promise you used to sell this. It's a lady on here. I can't remember her name, but she does like lots of mixed media and like junk journal and stuff. She had a tutorial kind of on how she decided, not how she decided, but how she made her ruler be jagged. It's a three-sided ruler. And so she just showed how she filed some of it down. She rubbed some on cement and stuff like that. And I had went all over town looking for a three-sided ruler. Of course, I was like, I could have swore Dollar Tree sold these. Not anymore. I found one at a thrift store, and then I couldn't bring myself to destroy it. Don't ask me why. I just couldn't at the time, but I am now because I bought it for that reason. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do some pre stuff to it. Rusty hinge. I like rusty hinge. Just a little bit orange over orange for me, but I do like it. Should I bring sticker collaboration? Well, let me look at my calendar. What day you gonna put it on? I have two tentative dates. I have the third tentative and 10 on the 10th. I'm not sure if Kim's bringing 10 on the 10th back. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, Deb. If I say yes or no to it, if you not if you bring it back, I'll do the collaboration, of course, because I want to support my friends. Um, but I feel like if you bring the sticker collaboration back and I participate in it, I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree. No, I won't buy any stamp stickers from $1.25 store. Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. I have stickers galore. I mean, you've seen me use a few here and there. Bring that funky track. Yeah, bring it back. It'd be great for us. And by us, I just mean me, because I'm selfish like that. I have a bunt. I have a beach tote. Deb. I have stickers from when I was in high school. I have been collecting stickers since the 90s. Some of them I'll never use because they just are more significant to me, like they are now. Yeah, vintage. Um, but I have like, I like certain things like Muppet Babies, the first original Muppet Babies. Pink Panther, of course, Sesame Street, and then I have, Snoopy. I have some letters. At one point, I was into my name a lot, like a lot. So I bought some stickers that had my name across it, all kinds of crazy stuff. Excuse me one second, please. I'm gonna let you all look at these things. I just need to get up and grab something, and I don't want to. If I fall, you at least have this to look at. So you can't be laughing at me because I'm moaning. Uh, so yeah, bring it back. Bring it on back. I had bought these from some store situation, and they are great. I had said, because some of them are not very good. Like you can see how the person may have traced it. This is torn, but it'll work great for what we're doing. I had went on mute, and I was still talking like I remembered that I went on mute, but apparently, my brain is all over the place. So we're gonna go ahead and punch this hole here. So if I don't know, I was gonna ask a weird question, and I have. How about the last day of every month? I'm not going to do color combo next year, which is on the day. I have, well, if Wonder and Dreamer and I continue our, um, wasn't it on the 28th last time? If we continue our thing, then we're doing a collaboration on the last day of the month. Not that that should take from this one. I just try not to put two videos on the same day because some people won't watch them. So yeah, we're gonna try and just get this flower piece on here. But yeah, that works. Ah, okay, maybe the third then. I think Kim will probably continue. That would be great. Yeah. So we're gonna use this side. You can see where it's inked up. I mean, written on. Yeah, I have a through and a third collab, but it's fine. It's fine. No, no worries. I can figure it out. Yep, that's gonna be like that. So we're gonna put this on in a few seconds. Now I think what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and create this multiple times. Thanks, I'll do a call for collaboration. Oh, yeah, I have three on the third. Heather, we are continuing it, right? Just do whatever, Deb. Do it, and it won't matter. It won't matter. Because I thought she was trying to change the name to like one on the first or five on. I don't know what she's doing actually, but I'm gonna support both of y'all. So I'm gonna try to avoid the thanks this go around and just put that here. So just like that. And now I'm going to restamp this again, ink this again, and I'm going to attempt to avoid the thanks again. Not that we're not thankful or grateful or all the other wonderful things, but we want to keep it off of the card. I'm for sure keeping through on the third, but thinking of doing through on the 13th for Halloween. So is that what she said? Because I know I had asked her before. Because yeah, Halloween is more of her thing than anything anyway. So yeah, that'd be cool. I'm definitely gonna need some Halloween paper then. Let's go buy some. All right, so we got that, and we're gonna do one more impression. I'm not sure we mentioned it to each other, but didn't move forward. Yeah, I had wrote her when I printed off that calendar. I was like, "Are we still doing it third and third?" Because she's mentioned keeping it, but she was like, she don't need that many Christmas cards. So I don't know. I think next year, for all the cards that I make, I'm just gonna donate them to somebody, because that would be easier. So we're gonna put our tag on this side right here. We won't need that. We're gonna glue it down just like that. So can I pull this out? There we go. Now we're gonna color these up. It doesn't, Deb. It won't matter. I'll I'll still support the mission. We're gonna use yellow on this craft one because I think it looks good. I'm hoping it'll look good. Have y'all used y'all? They don't look good at all. I was just about to say, do you use chalk? 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 Words. What are they? Chalk. Chalk. Do you use chalk inks? Oh, we have our glitter marker pens. We only have like four right here at the desk. That don't look good at all. We're gonna fix that. The first time I was so careful. This time I'm just haphazardly doing it. Samara has a birthday coming up. I'm not sure. I know she's at her meeting, so I feel like I can say something. It's a chalk marker once in a while, but not much. You laughing at me, Bear Crafter? It's her birthday tomorrow, the 11th. Let me see. It might be tomorrow. Oh, it's next Friday. You mentioned it. I use my chalk markers to color dust. To color dust? Collect dust. Oh, collect dust. I don't know what I said. Color. Where I read color dust at. You know what? So everybody was going crazy over those chalk markers, the paint pens is another one from the Dollar Tree for $1, right? And my friend was like that too. I was like, they sell these at Michael's like 10 for $5. She's like, what? I said, yeah. She kind of looked at me like I was, making up a story. I said the artist ones are $5 for like 5 or 10 of them. I said that's when I bought mine. And she's like, you have some? I'm like, yeah. I don't use them that often, apparently, enough to make waves, but I use them. So, Heather, would you tell your former craft self don't buy those chalk markers? Would you let your former self buy them and collect dust? How does one get rid of? I ain't gonna even say nothing. How does one get rid of craft supplies if you don't do a D-stash? I listed something on D-stash and nobody bought it. It was like 2 months ago. Maybe I was asking too much, but it wasn't a sale. I mean, it wasn't a D-stash because in my head, I've told you D-stashes are if this costs $5, you sell it for $1, or maybe $1.50, maybe $2, right? $5. Donate to good. See, I don't mind donating it to a cause, just not Goodwill. I don't. I don't want to donate to Goodwill. So I have a bunch of magazines that I want to get rid of for one. We're gonna go ahead and go over this and go see if we can't say this. Oh, look, it's popping out already. Yay. Um, I had thrown a lot of them away before, and the trash people didn't even want to take the trash because it was too heavy. It had rained. You donated. I'm gonna go probably buy them. I love Project Life cards. I put them in flip books when I make them. I'm not very good at chronological things like taking pictures and putting 1 month, 2 months, things like that. Um, but I'll throw it in a card or something like that. All my jewelry making magazines. Deb, you don't need a jewelry making magazine. No, I mean you can make your own magazine. It was so funny watching Deb do a semi tutorial. What was that on the earring you made? And she was like, Deb is very matter of fact, right? Very particular about things. And so she was like, I'm using my, whatever it was some tool she had used. And I was like, "That's the name of that thing? I've been calling it pliers the whole time." Mm-mm-mm. It's very funny too. That's why I love watching you make jewelry. Nah, Lamprey Journal silversmithing. What? I like my other documenting cards, just not the project. Oh, I have bought some from Tuesday morning, and I just make them for projects. I don't do project life. I don't journal my life like that. Nah, lapidary journal, silversmithing. Oh, I have a few bead magazines that I did get rid of, but I have some books. I have this book called Beading. My problem is I don't want to read the book. I want the book as a reference, but I feel like I need to read the book. But I don't read the book. All right, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put some washi tape down at the bottom of this. We're gonna go ahead and glue this back. Oh, this thanks looks nice like that too. We could use it now that it's not all over the page. Something about thank you. Yeah. So whatever she was doing, I was like, oh, that's what it is. And then of course she made a loop. I was like, oh, Deb, just rub it in. Rub it in. All right. But like I said, I enjoy watching tutorial, more of how I do it videos, when someone's showing you how they do it versus I don't know. I want to learn. Must have been bell making pliers because I can't think what else I would have used. Oh, I still have all my books. Too many, just not the magazines. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of. I want to get rid of like 50 books, and I was thinking about taking them to half price bookstore. So the thing about the reason why I don't really like taking them to Goodwill where I live, I've donated something to Goodwill, and they have the Goodwill where you can go and buy stuff like by the pound, and I end up seeing my stuff at the Goodwill there, and I felt some kind of way about it, and so no, is this not gonna match? I think we're gonna go with it anyway, just to give it a little bit of a character. Let's see. Yeah, it could have been the bell making pliers. Those are the ones I was supposed to have bought last week and still haven't. And we're gonna put one or two more things on the side and be done with this one. Then we're gonna make one more project. Okay. And I think these are all semi-flat projects for the most part, besides the flower. Okay, Deb. There we go. Last one. Last call for cards. Thank you so much. Must have been. I didn't see the last message you deleted. Thank you so very, very much. All right, we're gonna try this lady again. I'm not feeling the lady with the music notes. I know that you all like her, and that's great. I don't know. She feels like she doesn't fit for me. And maybe you haven't missed anything. We just been sitting here waiting for you to come back. No, you haven't. Honestly, you haven't missed anything. I only made one thing since you've been gone, but I'll show it to you. Talking about Deb and her videos, how I enjoy them because they're educational and how to get rid of supplies. Everybody talking about Goodwill. All right. See, I don't think she looks good. Y'all think she look good? I don't know. I think the music either she needs to be bolder or the music notes need to be not as bold. We're gonna make it work though. Let's see. I've only made like four of these, five of these. Yeah, five. Let's see. This was the first one. You saw that one. And then I think this was the second one. You saw that one. And this is the third one. And then I think you said you'd be right back on this one. And we just did this one. This is my favorite one, just so you know. I'm biased. I mean, I made them, so of course I'm biased. But yeah, I like that one. And this is how they look on the back. So see, Deb, we haven't been doing this that long. You can take some cards. If you have these big cards, you can cut them in half. Or if you have the little cards, here we go. Thank you so very, very much. You know, it's so interesting when people see me because I always look like a bum, right? Not always, but 99% of the time I look like a bum. And then 1% of the time I have on like regular people clothes. You know, like jeans, slacks, or a shirt or whatever, not sweatpants or sweat shorts or basketball shorts and a t-shirt. But I had went to this place yesterday because I was looking for beads because of Deb. hmm I'm blaming her on this one. And the lady that I was buying the plate at the place, how long? How love how they're turning out. I have to get going. Okay, got to get the kids. Oh, because y'all didn't have school today. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a great day too. I want to try to pick this up with my um words. What are they? I don't know. Uh, these things, tweezers. I'm gonna hold this down with some effort. I knew that wasn't gonna work. Never mind. Um, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I definitely forgot. I just had a whole blank moment there. Um, heck, I don't remember. Whew, that is not good. We're gonna try to put a saying right here, though. I do remember I wanted to do that. Hey, bud, bud. Hey, hey, bud, bud. No. We could try this flower lady. Is she gonna fit? No, but she would have fit this way. Oh, look, it's like a little ticket. It ain't gonna work though. Um, we need another like banner piece. It's a beautiful day. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Might work. Let's try it out. Yes, it's working. Somehow I always just gravitate to the blue, right? I don't know why that is. I'm not biased to anything. Welcome back. Welcome back. Nothing has happened. I haven't enabled anything. I haven't said anything about anything or anything about anything. Burnish, burnish, burnish. All right. We do have a blue sponge. I was gonna say I don't know what I did with it that quick, but it's right here. Well, let's crack pistachio. Oh no, let's see. I don't believe that. You don't believe what? About the blue? I wouldn't either. I don't know how that blue just pop up like that. I wonder, do I like evergreen bow? You know, I was watching somebody who was using evergreen bow. And it was like, is it bow bow? I was like, oh, it's not just me. I I felt good about myself at that moment. We both, yes, blue. I mean, you really can't go wrong with blue. It's just a wonderful color to add to any craft project. I pronounce it the same way. Maybe it was you, Heather. I was like, yeah, she is my people. Let's see. We're gonna go with weathered wood though, because I think this one looks like it'll fit that blue a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little bit more grunged, grunged up. I think next week we're gonna make a tag flip. Maybe. I need to crank up my scan and cut. Whenever Deb does something with blue, I'm like, ooh, speaking to my soul. A lot of people, a lot of ladies like blue over pink. I haven't met a lot of people that like orange though, which is great because orange is a rough color to craft with, except for the holidays. Should ever join the Joy Blue Collab? Ooh, yeah, that would be nice. I think though, was it last year, year before last? One of the years you were like in every collab, and I think they got, yeah, pink is just ugh, not the prettiest color in the world. It's definitely blue. No, I'm just joking. Um, Now, do I want to turn this into a key? No, we won't. Um, let's see. Yeah, a lot of people don't like pink, and then some people are crazy about pink. And I'm like, oh, it's nice. It's okay color. It's okay. It's alright. It's nothing to write home and tell mom about though, because it's not that pretty. I think we're gonna use a little B right here. And can I color this in and make it look? Oh, look how pretty that's looking. I like pink, but turquoise is, yeah, turquoise. I like blue and then green. So blue green is also like gray. So blue, green, and gray. Or hunted green, deep ocean blue, those colors. Forest things. Everyone claims they don't like pink, yet I have an abundance of pink cards. Yeah, you know what? I remember she doesn't come on too often, but um she doesn't make a lot of videos anymore. Life. Um I wonder if her name is still Ruth Inkwell because she had changed it and I think she changed it back. But Ruth Inkwell, she had made me this beautiful sea theme journal. And she was like, because of you, my collection has a lot of sea stuff and blue stuff. And I was like, that's what tends to happen. Blue and green, blue and pink together. Really, yeah, blue is just, I mean, you can't go wrong with blue. That's why we're going to put a little blue person, not person, but butterfly right here. We're going to find a small one to fit. I noticed that because I don't like purple, but Samara does. And I have somehow a lot of purple stuff has crept into my collection of crafts. Not complaining at all, but yeah. I always feel like I cheat with the butterflies because butterflies just add so much stuff, character, joy. No, it's not your fault at all. Not your fault. See, I take ownership. I joined Kim's Passion Purple to use my purple beads up, but I don't gravitate. Yeah. That's how I felt about the embellishments. Like, I knew I need to make embellishments, but I'm like, I really don't want to do embellishments because I always find it harder to force myself to do embellishments versus like now I'm like, okay, we're gonna do some ephemera and we're gonna make it work. Now, if they did passion for blue, you'd be all over it. We need a little bit more color. We need something like we need a wash. Would it be a wash? Hmm. I'm just thinking. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe if I took evergreen bow and rubbed it over the screen, it would work like this. I think that might work. So evergreen bow is turquoise and it's drying out. I definitely should have did this first versus hindsight. That's okay. You know what I need though? Yeah, very weird name for turquoise. Evergreen bow. Maybe it's like right when the bow breaks. I don't know. A Stibolo pen. You know, you can trace the outline of whatever your craft is and give it that patina that you might need it to be. So we're just gonna go ahead and color this in. And now we still need something. I don't know what just yet. Because these right here are supposed to be flowers. So maybe if I color these flowers a different color. I have four colors on my desk. One is clear and one is black. Let's do this. It looked like it was coming out blue. This project just took a turn. Got dark in here all of a sudden in this. I think we're gonna pull out. Do you ever use glazed pens? No. I need to start. I don't know what a glaze like a is that I don't know what a glazed pen really is. I don't think. Is that I don't know. Like it dries shiny. Is it what is that word? I'm trying to find the word. Um um Debbie Vignolia just did a video for it. Winkostella. Is it like a Winkostella pen? Ooh. Ooh, this is ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it. No? Then no. I don't know, Shamo. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look into it. Oh, I think oh no. We might have to go with this. Can we go with that? No, that's too many butterflies. Let's see what Mr. Holtz has. Oh, maybe we can find a flower on the side. A glaze. Oh, right here. There's more. There's more glittering. That's more glitter. This comes out like ink, but it dries shiny. I think there's Sakatura or something. Michael's years ago had. Oh, no. I still don't know. I mean, I may have seen someone use it and was like, "Ooh, what's that?" and thought it was like Winkostella. I think the problem is, I know this is gonna sound bad, it's too much blue. That might be the problem. So we're gonna put this over here and we're going to go dark. Let's go dark. Let's go dark. I have to look into it, glaze pen. I have bought some glaze ink, not ink, finish. I know it's not the same, but that's what I bought. Maybe we can put a mushroom on here. No, we don't want any implications. No, that's not gonna work either. Oh, a little bug. We just need something right here, and I may have to create something real quick. Oh, I found a sprig. Yes, this. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I hate to drop stuff on the floor because I end up rolling over there to my chair, and then I'm almost rendering it useless when I do that. Glaze pen is what they call just. No, I'll look into it and see though. What I used to do is I used to just take the clear fingernail polish from the dollar store and rub it down like that with the glitter on there. Dry it instantly in quick. I think we're gonna use this right here. Yep, that's going to work. But we're gonna hang it upside down because she's Italian. I made that up. I don't know if she's Italian or not. It's still hanging upside down though. Look at that. We did it. This I love jelly roll pens now. Yes, I love them. Mm-mm-mm. Those things are amazing to use. And I don't use those enough. You know, I always talk about when about these little things. I was watching, I don't know, was it whenever they do those little tests, the road shows, but it's the big one, CHA or whatever, Creativation. And, Mr. Host was talking about, I made them where the tops fall off. And I was thinking, you have a lot of cash flow that your inks can dry out. We don't. That's why people were complaining that the lids didn't close. Oh yeah, well I have used those gel, but I always thought they were like pens, like the other pens that I have, the gel pens. All right. This has been very fun doing this. Oh, could we have put this thanks on here? Let's see. Where did it go? Which way did it go? We're gonna put this thanks right here. That works perfectly. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope it was helpful and not just, as always, a chaos the first couple of ones. Then usually when I get the the goes, it's time to goes. So I'm gonna put that thanks right there. And do I have some ink left on this thing? A little bit. Is 303rd open to new people? Yeah. Don't need Christmas 10. Yeah. The only thing, yeah, it's open to new people. But I'm not sure if she's gonna keep it for Christmas or not next year. That's the thing. I think 303rd would be great. All right, so let's do a recap, shall we? Let's look at all our beauty that we've created today. Just trying to move my glue gun out of the way. So yesterday, Nicholas ran up by my desk, right, and he almost broke my little guy. I would have to put him in his crate. I would have put him in his crate for breaking it. because no one told him to get what a computer thing was. No one. He was like, "Oh, you moved something? Let me test it out. Oh, I can squeeze through here. Yep, yep." And so I don't know if you all heard at the beginning. I said I made chili in a crock pot last night. Well, the big roommate said he stuck his paw in his food. I said, "Did it have cheese on it?" He was like, "Yes." I said, "Well, he likes cheese. Nicholas likes cheese, so he'll try to steal something with cheese on it." I'll no, I don't feed him cheese, but he likes it. I had bought some wet cat food before when I was gonna just ignore his the bladder thing because I couldn't get food. So I was like, if I give him wet cat food, it would help him, go to the restroom easier than the dry cat food. So I had gave him some wet food and it was like, real cheese, real this, real that. And so he started eating cheese then. And every time he smells cheese, he'll, oh, nice. Might be the second time in my life. A chili cheese dog? Oh, they're so good. Well, I don't know. Chili cheese dog to me is just a hot dog with chili and cheese on it and all other stuff ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, relish. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay, okay. No onions. I don't like onions. Listen, okay, before we talk about this, let's just talk about Andy Griffin, right? Andy Griffin used to do a show called Matlock. Andy Griffin had a hot dog problem. This man made hot dogs look like they were the best thing in the whole wide world. Because of Andy Griffin, I put relish on my hot dogs and all the other toppings. Like this one episode that he did where his hot dog looked like the Taj Mahal of hot dogs. And because of him, I have to have Taj Mahal hot dogs. The only thing I don't put on my hot dog is onion, unless I'm feeling real frisky. And when 9/11 happened afterwards, I had went to New York like a couple of years later. And so, because I had to have a famous hot dog from the side of the thing, hot dog. It wasn't all that. Zucchini relish. Okay, let's go ahead and get back. Heather, zucchini relish? I'll have to try that out and see. Because it sounds like it would not be a bad thing. All right, so let's try to organize these. Not that we need to. We know what we did. We know what we did. Yeah. So we made 6 cards today, 6 little ephemera card situations. And I think I only messed up on one. Yep, that's one. I wanted to keep the numbers visible just in case you decided to put these in something. You can stick it in the pocket. You can put some on the back and have the person receipt, or you could just make this into one of those little dividers. You can punch a hole in it, make it a tag, whatever you want to do. And this is our first one. This says Stampin' Up. This is a Stampin' Up stamp. It's old 2003, and it has these 2 images on it as well. It says the fragrance lingers in the hands that gives the rose. Friendship is a journey of time, love, and memories. Patience as well, because sometimes your friends will test all your patience. This thing right here, and this is Hero Arts. Hero Arts. It says thank you. Oh, yeah, so good. And I don't do tartar sauce. I do not like tartar sauce at all. At all. At all. This is our first one. We went around and distressed the edges some. Didn't really need to do that. So we got some washi tape right here, little stickers. And they didn't have to be, in my opinion, you have to have over the top crafts to have cute and nice crafts. So we colored this in, left this like white so they can kind of read this. And then we got this crooked tape because if it's not crooked, it's not crafted straight. And then this one's probably one of my favorites because her image didn't come out. And I don't really care for her being on the thing, but we got this tape. I wanted to use this tape so bad. We only use it one time. We did color it up and we put these 3 because of Deb's Crafted Cottage right here. This is all her because I was like 2, but she was like 3. And we listen. When she say odd, you go odd. All right. And so this one is my favorite, I think. One of my favorite. I'm biased. Um, yeah, there's nothing to say about this one. Live a flower-filled life. So all these were flowers. That was not planned. I just tried to grab something that was scripty. I did distracting background, but still could be a background, a focal point. Then we did this one. This also is my favorite one, probably because of this tag, and you can see the glitter on that one. And I like craft color. You know that. So I'm biased. And we just added this thanks to it. I love it. It's cute. Then our last one still need a little bit of help. I think we need something shinier than this right here, but it's not too bad. And it just says, it's a beautiful day. These are the things that we have created today. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for hanging out with me. I have enjoyed myself. Hopefully, I did inspire you to do something a little bit like this or different or fun. Thank you so much, Samara. I really appreciate that. We'll see what we use them in. I like the red one a lot. I like red. I like non-black ink on projects. I think it stands out. It says, "Hey, look at me. I am the bestest." And I like this. I like all of them. I am biased. I see that now. I can't pick my favorite one. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. And until next time, happy crafting.